Okay, guys, you know that we like to goof. We like to have a nice goof on this channel and get our goofs going. So let's take a look at this really stupid video. Everybody makes fun of this channel because it's stupid, and it's an easy laugh. So it's 2021, and these people are still all worked up about something about statues. So let's watch this stupid video.
What kind of future do we have if we destroy our past? Has anyone who has pulled down a statue of Churchill, Lincoln, or Columbus thought to ask themselves this question? I doubt it.
This is actually a really good point, because the only way that people have different learning styles, and I have a statue-based learning style. Like, the only way I can learn about history or maths or scientific crap is through statues, giant statues. This is how I learn about history, okay? This is how I learn. I go to Chick-fil-A, I get a 12-piece nugs, waffle fries, barbecue dip, and a Diet Lem, and then I go to my local town square or park, and while I'm shoveling my nugs, I stare blankly at a statue. And I'm just eating my nugs, and I'm thinking, what's the deal with this guy? I'm just staring dead-eyed at this statue with barbecue sauce on my face. And I'm just like, oh, this guy's got a flag. I'm looking at the statue. This guy's got a flag. He's like employee of the month at a flag store or something. So they let him pick whichever flag he want, and he took it home. Yep, case closed. And then I go and I look, I finish my nugs, my Chicky Nugs, and my Diet Lem from Chick-fil-A. And I walk over to the statue and I look at the name. I'm like, oh, Cesar Chavez. Oh, yeah, well, I'm very happy for him, very proud of him that he got employee of the month at that flag store. And that's how I learn, from statues. It's the only way. It's the only way. So it's good that this guy has already, in the first couple seconds of the video, set it up very well for people like me who can only learn about history from statues. Giant bronze statues on college campuses and crap like that.
The presumption that we can stand in perfect judgment over the lives of historical figures is not merely foolish and unfair, it's dangerous. Consider what the statue destroyers are in effect saying. They are saying that people in history should have known what we know.
I love this idea. Either there's two choices. Either you want a monument to somebody, or you think you're better than them. You think you're better than them. You think you're better than them and smarter than them if you don't want a monument like that you have to walk by or drive by in your town.
It's dangerous. Consider what the statue destroyers are in effect saying. They are saying that people in history should have known what we know. That's tantamount to saying they should have known the future.
So, yeah, obviously I think this guy's making a really good case, and we got to get those Hitler statues. We got to get those Hitler statues up, guys. Let's go. Okay? Because it's a history where that's how we learn about history, is to have a towering monument looking down on you when you walk by. We got to get those Bill Cosby statues up, because how else are people going to learn about this kind of stuff? He's looking down, you're walking through the beautiful park, and you look up and you see Bill Cosby. He's looking a mighty Bill Cosby statue, and you look up and you go, that's bad what he did. And thank God that this thing's up there looking down on me to remind me of everything. And then there's a little button you press on the Bill Cosby. He's like, you get to go through the let's not do that. It's too hard to learn from the books, so you got to have the statue. I feel like PragerU is using the dartboard method of writing these things, because this is just they're just put just every stupid right-wing internet thing and just mash it up into one section.
Simple. It's what they're taught. It is the fruit of an education system that long ago prioritized empathy over facts, that believes the ultimate point of history is not to learn lessons from it, but to judge it from the preordained left-wing conclusions about such ill-defined concepts.
Yeah, but wait. Okay, so you went from statues taking down statues to empathy. Facts is more important than empathy in the university, in the uni. What does any of this have to do with statues? Okay.
Social justice, equity, and tolerance.
I noticed this when I was first watching this, like tolerance. So, I mean, all of these things, equity, social justice, and tolerance. PragerU sees these as bad things. Like, I wonder what kind of father this guy, what's his name? Doug Murray. I wonder what kind of, he teaches his kids, like, anti-tolerance. He's like, hey, there's a Asian guy over there. Go yell at him. I'll be in the car. Hi, I'm Doug Murray. So I don't know if they think any of these videos through, to be honest. I think they're just like, yeah, throw a bunch of stuff up. These idiots will eat it up. We're getting 33 grand. Who donates to PragerU? The Bigots Foundation of the United States. Bigots across America. When they made that pro-slavery video about John Brown, and then I think about how John Brown was a bad guy, and then I think they took it down a couple weeks later because it got brutally made fun of. That was a mighty, mighty move, and I'm going to donate $150. This part's pretty funny, too.
Apart from breeding ignorance, this kind of education invites the student, the child really, to be...
The child, really? I'm sorry, but if you're going to say this kind of stuff, I get to make fun of you being a posh British guy. If you're saying this kind of stuff, okay? A child, really?
Be judge, jury, and executioner over issues that they, and increasingly their teachers, know little or nothing about. Because no one has bothered to teach them the nuance, complexity, and context that is history.
And the only way to learn nuance and complexity and context is by staring at a statue. That's the most nuanced way to learn, is giant bronze statues. That's the definition of nuance. Hi, I'm Doug Murray. I mean, honestly, like, how many views does this stupid piece of garbage have? 59,000 views. That's actually not that great. Oh, about a week ago. PragerU is not doing as good as they used to. It's probably, I would say PragerU is probably honestly like 30% at least just people like me making fun of it. Looking for easy content to, you know what I mean? To, Bye.
Nuance, complexity, and context that is history. It also breeds arrogance. I know things these people did not know, therefore I am better than they were. They have nothing to teach me. In fact, I must teach them.
I mean, I was doing a joke in the beginning about statue-based learning, but I'm actually starting to think that he believes this. I know things that these people don't know, therefore I'm better than them, better than they were. They have nothing to teach me. In fact, I must teach them. So the only plane of learning is statue-based. Like, either you're tearing down the statue, and that means you're not willing to learn, or you bestow your beautiful gratitude upon the statue, and that's learning. This is almost too, like, a lot of this stuff is almost too stupid to make fun of. Like, I was actually just thinking of I'll just play this video, and I'll just step out. I'll go get a pepino lime, you know? I'll go get me a pepino lime and just play this video, and people will be, like, cackling their faces off at this thing. The other thing, I was listening to this guy, way smarter guy than me. What's that guy's name? Adolf Reed was talking about statues, and he actually made a pretty good point. So I'm going to try to inject something kind of less stupid than I usually do on here.
Jesus Christ.
But he was talking about how, it's a good point, how I think there are a lot of people who think that just tearing down a statue is like, that's the important work, is getting those statues down. But also, like, I think it is important to get these ridiculous statues and these disgusting statues down, for sure. Getting them down, of course, important, but it's still symbolic. And I think that's, whatever. People have to keep that in mind. I think that's a good point. That's not like, okay, work's done. That's not going to help somebody who they're going broke because of medical bills. Let's just put it that way, okay? And of course, there are examples in recent history where this symbolic gestures can veer into the totally phony baloney, like with Nancy Pelosi and what's that other guy's name? Chucky Schumer doing the kneeling with the kente cloth thing. Oh my God, I can't believe. Did that really happen? Did these guys really do that? And they thought this was going to be a good idea? Unbelievable.
And down comes the statue. A new, better history must take the place of the old one.
A new, quote, better, unquote, history. I think they do kind of think history's getting worse. You know what I mean? Like, they want to go back. We want to go back to the 40s. That was those were the good times, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. The 1840s. Hi, I'm Dennis. I mean, these people are the most privileged. Literally, they have a little thing on here. Here, I'll show you this. If you're watching, if you're just listening, then just shut up, okay? Donate to fight help. I cannot read English words. Donate to help PragerU fight censorship. Restricts over 200 PragerU videos. Total raised $33,000. So not only are they uploading the most insanely, they uploaded a pro-slavery video. We already watched that. Now they're uploading a video that's basically like, history's getting worse, if you know what I mean. History's getting worse. And of course, the type of statues that people are tearing down most commonly are like Confederate statues and stuff like that. They're like, history's getting worse. Also, why are they tearing down all these Confederate statues? They show up. Okay, let me just play this. Hold on.
The 1619 Project seeks to portray America, the freest, most prosperous nation in world history.
If you're just listening to this and not watching it, while he's saying the most prosperous nation and free nation, there's like sparkle animation on the United States. This is satire, right? Like I'm eating the onion right now.
As exceptional only in one respect, insofar as being exceptionally bad. This is a purposefully destructive view of history. It is one intended to pull down rather than to build up.
Wait a second, sir. How dare you? Because earlier you said it's not the job of history to cast any moral judgment.
It is the fruit of an education system that long ago prioritized empathy over facts.
So first it was just, no, it's just our job to learn from history, not to cast moral thing, but also history needs to build something up or something. The job of history is to put sparkle animations on the United States because it's perfect. It's perfect and it's the best. And anything criticizing a country, by the way, it's the freest country. They mentioned that too. It's super free. But if you criticize it, that's destructive. And it's not part of our project, which is to build up. History is to build up. Even though I just said that history should not be in any way moral. You should just be learning the truth about history.
It recognizes that people in the past acted on the information they had just as we do today. Sure, it would have been nice if the founders of America had abolished slavery in its constitution.
Would have been nice. That would have been nice. Nice.
Age, year zero, should have known better. Anyway, they were all bigots. Why should we give them any benefit of the doubt, let alone admire them or learn from them? Well,
so now not only do we got to keep the statues up because we could learn, now we have to admire too. Was that a slip up? You got to admire. Yeah, I think we should take down those Confederate statues. No, we got to learn and admire. Did you just say admire? No, what? No, you did. No, I didn't. I actually want those statues down. Well, I think with that we should just bestow our gratitude upon those beautiful men. What? What are you talking about? Nothing. I didn't say anything. These people are so stupid. This channel's so stupid that it's like I totally feel like I'm falling for it. Like I'm just getting pranked. But whatever. I'm gonna go with it.
It imagines that if we could only liberate ourselves from the dusty, misguided, and misinformed ideas of the past, then we might see further, fly still higher.
What's funny about this too is that like people who watch PragerU, they gotta hate this guy, right? Like they're watching this in spite of this guy. They're like, what? Why does he talk like that? What is that? When I first heard that accent, I was ready. I had my gun pointed right at the screen. But then he started saying all the things I like. We got to keep all those Confederate statues up. Yes, thank you. You know what? I'm really warming up to this guy, despite that accent that I really want to shove him in a dumpster. But I'm gonna go with it because he's saying all the right things that I like. He's pushing all my buttons.
Shoulders. It imagines that if we could only liberate ourselves from the dusty, misguided, and misinformed ideas of the past, then we might see further, fly still higher.
My brain is in recovery mode.
This view is wrong. Divorced from our past, we would be utterly lost.
And again, the only way to learn about your past is through giant monuments to worship. Did you say worship? No, to learn. I meant learn from. But what did I say? Worship? Yeah, you said worship like several times. No, just to get down on your knees and pray to those mighty Confederate Wait, this doesn't sound. You said to learn first. What? No, it's just come on, man. You know me.
We would not rise, but plummet. We would be forced to start again with far less insight and with far poorer examples as our guides. Ironically, thanks to the statue destroyers, the great figures of the past have never looked greater.
This is the most smug person I think I've ever seen in my life. They've never looked greater. When that Robert E. Lee statue was being torn down, people were like, ooh, who's this handsome fellow? I think... And then, now Robert E. Lee is all the rage in all the high schools. He's on every backpack and lunchbox. And kids dress like him and they want to be him when they grow up. When every time I walk by a college campus, I see beautiful children dressed up like Christopher Columbus with those billowing pants that he wore, those saggy pants that he wore, and a feather in his cap. I can't really remember what Christopher Columbus dressed like, but that's how I imagine. Kind of like a Shakespeare kind of thing going on in his wardrobe, I would imagine. Like lots of puffy stuff going on. So there we go. Just another example of, how much great information is out there that we can learn about on the internet, and we can learn and grow from it. We can all just become better people because we can learn these kind of things that we're not allowed to teach because of censorship, because we're edgy. We're on the edge because we say what you're not allowed to say. So yeah, just another video that's making a lot of sense to me. I'm getting some really good ideas from this. I do feel like this guy is sort of like judging me and looking down on me, and I mostly base that on his accent. What are the dorms like at Prager University, do you think? And also, why have I never seen, where's the Prager University football team? Like, what would that university's football team be called? There's our mighty football team, the Prager University Slaveholders. Wait, what? What? It's just a name. It's just their name. Calm down. So, yeah, it is what is today. Oh my God, it's February 2nd. I got to enroll in my Prager University classes. I got to get my syllabus. I got to get some 3-ring binders because, guys, I'm really excited about this. I got accepted to Prager University. I got to call my mom, actually. The Prager University mascot would be the sagging Dennis. The saggy Dennis. So there we go. This is on the internet. Totally uncensored. 60,000 views. Which I'm nowhere close to. The reason I'm nowhere close to this, why I can't get the subs and the views that PragerU does, is because they just have better ideas than I do. You know what I mean? Their ideas are just floating to the top because they're pure. That's just pure and beautiful. So guys, I hope you're all out there staying safe and drinking your pepino lime Gatorade. It does have... Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that. I was going to do a joke about that pepino lime Gatorade. If you drink it, it prevents... But we're... You know, I don't know, like, I am afraid that YouTube is just like the algorithm is just, in my mind, the YouTube algorithm is just like, it's just like the Babadook or something. Like, it's just waiting to get me. It's just hiding in the shadows, waiting to jump out and bite me, or whatever the Babadook does. And that little sample, by the way,
Flushing toilets.
I really want that to be like a sign-off greeting. You know how people would say, like, oh, I hope the summer finds you well. Yours in Christ, Elizabeth Warren. I would like it to be like, I want flushing toilets to be like, I hope you're doing well. Hope we speak soon. Flushing toilets, R.M. Brown. So let's get that going too, if we guys can. Let's get that out into the environment, into the zeitgeist, as I say, because I'm very fancy, just like the guy in this video. And
Bye-bye.